This is a full breakdown of the proposed Washington Township Board of Education budget for fiscal year 2026 to 2027. We'll cover where every dollar goes, what it means for your property taxes, and when you can have your say. Washington Township's Board of Education is finalizing the school district's spending plan for the 2026 to 2027 school year. The tentative budget was approved in March, and final adoption is scheduled for April 28. The full dollar figures will be released in the state-required user-friendly budget summary at that meeting. The single most important number for homeowners is the tax levy. That's the slice of the budget funded directly by local property taxes, and it determines your school tax bill. Under New Jersey law, districts can only raise the levy by about 2% each year, with a few narrow exceptions. Anything higher would require going to voters. By far the biggest piece of any school budget is people. Teacher and staff salaries, plus health insurance and pension contributions, typically make up 50 to 60% of New Jersey school spending. On the April 28 agenda, the board is reappointing 4 separate bargaining units covering teachers, principals, supervisors, and support staff. Special education is one of the fastest-growing cost areas in most New Jersey districts, typically running 10 to 15% of the budget. Washington Township pays tuition to specialized programs like Kingsway Learning Center and Bunker Hill when students require placements the district can't provide in-house. Recent agendas show multiple new placements being approved. Support services make up another 15 to 20% of a typical school budget. This category funds guidance counselors, school nurses, librarians, and the child study teams that evaluate students for special services. It also covers instructional supervisors and data technology staff, plus the continuing expansion of Title I tutoring. 2 more major buckets are transportation and building operations. Bus routes, contracted carriers like Shepherd and Holcomb, and cooperative routes through Gloucester County add up to roughly 4 to 7% of spending. Keeping the lights on, the buildings maintained, and the elevators running typically takes another 8 to 10%. The district's preschool program is being renewed for 2026 to 2027, with contracts approved at the April 21 work session. Preschool funding in qualifying New Jersey districts is typically supported by state expansion aid, rather than local property taxes. A lease agreement for preschool classroom space is also on the April 28 agenda. The exact dollar increase for an average Washington Township home isn't available yet. Districts are required to disclose that figure at the public hearing on April 28. Your individual bill depends on your home's assessed value and the township's total rateable base. Seniors and eligible homeowners may see part of any increase offset by state programs like Anchor and the Senior Freeze. A few things stand out this budget cycle. For separate union groups, teachers, principals, supervisors, and support staff are all being reappointed at the same meeting. The district is absorbing several new out-of-district special education placements, which can significantly affect costs. And recent retirements mean new faces in classrooms next fall. Here's the timeline. The board started with a public budget retreat in mid-March, then approved a tentative budget on March 24 for review by the county superintendent. The public hearing and final adoption vote both happen on April 28. After that, the May 13 work session is the first chance to raise any follow-up concerns. Because Washington Township is a Type 2 district with a November-elected board, there's no separate public vote on the budget itself. The board adopts it after the public hearing. If the county superintendent finds problems, the district must revise. The only path to a public referendum is if the board tries to exceed the 2% tax levy cap. Residents have real opportunities to weigh in before the vote. The April 28 regular session includes the formal public hearing plus 2 open comment periods. You can also email the board secretary through washtwpk12.org or request the full budget document from the business office. Visit washtwpk12.org for meeting details and board member contacts. That's the full budget breakdown. The complete written deep dive is available free at New Jersey Washington Town GTL, substack.com. Subscribe so you never miss an update. And if you find this useful, a small donation at ko-fi.com/govthrilene helps keep this reporting free and independent.